OpenAI just launched a custom feature called Custom GPTs, and this feature is absolutely a game changer. This is absolutely insane. From now on, we can create our custom agents, and not only that, we can use custom agents created by other people. So right now we have a made by OpenAI section. By the way, in order to access this, you gotta have a premium plan. If you don't have it, you can still use it via other methods, but we're gonna get to that later on. So to start off, we can see it on the GPTs page. We have a made by OpenAI section that consists of many bots that are already created out of the box. So we already have the DALI data analysis, which is the custom code interpreter feature that they had, classic ChatGPT. But then we have a bunch of other custom stuff. We have a tech support advisor, which is a level 1 in many companies, like a first response type of agent for tech problems, of course. We can go for a coloring book here, and they literally explain like what everything will do. We even have a Gen Z for meme, which will help you understand all the memes and the lingo used in Gen Z. And then we can also go ahead and create our own GPT. This feature itself basically killed like 50 or 60% of the companies that were just a thin wrap on top of ChatGPT, because you no longer need them, right? You can just go ahead and create your own GPT and then use it. And this is really interesting because if you take a moment to think about this, it means that the direction in which OpenAI is going is very different than what people expected, right? Because they're now allowing us to create, enrich, and add upon their platform. And they also invited most developers as part of the dev day to go ahead and just create their own GPTs and publish them in the platform itself. So just like we have a made by OpenAI section, we're gonna have a made by developers type of thing, where we can use GPTs and custom assistants created by other developers, and then OpenAI is going to share the revenue from those bots among the developers. So they are basically telling us, stop doing what you're doing, stop creating clean wraps. We're seeing all of that. We want to focus on actually using the platform for doing real things, right? So today I'm going to show you how to create a GPT. It's a really easy process. You can also publish it, and let's start. So we're going to go ahead and just create a new GPT. So they created a GPT in order to create another GPT, which is kind of insane if you can't think about it, but it only shows you the options that we have in today's age. So it's gonna go ahead and give us a few examples for what we can ask for. We're going to ask for a custom agent to create images which are in futuristic style. So we can go ahead and ask it to do it. Right, so as we're going to do that, it's going to create a bot on the side. So once we have that going on, you can see it says updating GPT. In just a second, we're going to see something popping up on the right part of the screen. And not only that, we're going to see the configure part being updated as well. So we can see a guide for creating futuristic DALI images, whatever. Then you can see on the configure part that it already populated some stuff for us. So we have a conversation starters, instructions, description. If we wanted, we can also upload some files, or in this case images, in order to help ChatGPT, the agent, the custom GPT that we're building here, to learn them better. And then we can use those images in order to replicate the style, for example, right? Something similar to ControlNet, if you're familiar with. If not, we're gonna get to that in a different video in the future. So this is very interesting, and you can see some stuff going on. So it's gonna say, how about future scope? Sounds good. Okay, dope. So GPT Builder finished creating the bot. It added an image. It asks us if we want to perform any changes. You can see the image added for the bot looks really good. This is exactly the vibe we're going for. You can see it already populated the image here as well, and then some more. As for the name, I am really not certain why I didn't update it, but we can just copy it and do it ourselves. And we can just go ahead and start using it, right? So before we go ahead and publish the bot, the agent, we're gonna go ahead and ask it to provide some images. So let's go ahead and ask for a futuristic transportation system because it sounds pretty interesting. It also asks us here on the left if you want to refine it a bit. For the purposes of this video, we're not gonna go in that direction, but ideally, like, yeah, you can definitely go ahead and refine the bot as much as you need, and just make it a bit more of your own, I suppose, which is really nice. So we're gonna see that it finished creating the image right here, and this one actually looks absolutely insane. Since the update to DALL-E 3, the images I've been getting from ChatGPT have been absolutely insane. I think this is the correlation between ChatGPT knowing how to prompt properly and between DALL-E 3 knowing how to parse the prompts better, which ends up leading to results like this. So this looks absolutely fantastic in my opinion. So we can go ahead and now create the bot. So we're going to click on save, and then we can go ahead and publish it only for us, only for people with a link, or make it public. For the time being, I'm gonna do it only for people with a link, and then we can go ahead, confirm, wait for a few seconds, right? And it's gonna go ahead and just forward us directly to the page, which is really nice, right? So now we can go ahead and just create a futuristic cityscape or whatever. We've already seen the transportation system, so now let's go ahead and design a scene from a city of the future. So we're gonna go ahead and do exactly that. And that's basically it, to be honest. The feature itself is absolutely insane. It's gonna be life-changing. It already is, to be honest. Like, I've heard about dozens of companies that are just being wiped out as we speak. So let's see what it's saying. It's starting conversation, which is really good. Right, so this sounds pretty good in my opinion. Let's give it a shot, and Futuroscope is gonna go ahead and create the images for us. And the really interesting part here is that as part of Dev Day, OpenAI said that if we're gonna get sued for whatever reason, they're going to add a legal part of the system to help you out. So if we're creating images like this, and this image is absolutely insane, you're getting sued, you're not responsible, right? They said we'll cover all the legal fees and whatever included as part of the process. And then basically, yeah, this means that you can use ChatGPT just like we created a custom agent, a custom bot, a custom GPT, whatever, and just end up creating images like this. And this is absolutely insane. This is only the beginning. I'm gonna create many more videos about this topic, and yeah. So we can go ahead. This is an image created by DALL-E 3. It's a 1024 by 1024 aspect ratio, which is also great because it's really large. I really like the direction in which the image was created, but we can ask it to create it even more futuristic, right? So we can say this image looks absolutely bananas. Create another version which is even more futuristic. Right, so it's gonna go ahead and create another image just in a second. Perhaps it's gonna ask us if this sounds better to us, so let's say, yeah, this sounds pretty good. Go ahead, and then it's gonna just create whatever we ask for. We have a share link chat, which allows us to even share chats inside of a custom agent, which is really interesting because then you can basically collab with an entire team on a single agent. So this means that down the line, if you want to work in a team manner on something like that, we can do that. And you can see this one is indeed more futuristic. The previous one was very futuristic, but it was like more of a Harmonia vibe. This one feels about a lot more futuristic, like many more tech stuff going on, many more people, many more cars, and yeah, this is basically the idea. We can also see the custom agent now in the explore section. So if we go ahead back into the explore section, you can see that we have a future scope, and we can see it as part of our GPTs, and we can also click on edit if we wanted to edit it again, right? If we wanted to tweak some features in our configuration or something about the bot, or if we wanted to upload some files and down the line we saw it provided like some images were really good and wanted to continue creating images in that sense, so we can upload them here, then continue using them. This is basically it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.